Hello everybody! Today we are going to talk about e-commerce website development cost. This video will answer the following questions. What is an e-commerce website? What factors influence e-commerce website development cost? What is better? Custom versus ready-made solution. How much does custom and e-commerce website cost? How much does it cost to develop an e-commerce website for WordPress, Wix, Shopify? If you need a consultation or development of an e-commerce website, follow the link below the video. Oh, and one more thing. If you like the content we prepare, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you won't miss anything in the future. Over the years, e-commerce websites have become more popular. It seems like our world is rapidly digitizing and maybe one day offline stores will turn into legends. And it's quite obvious that if you don't have an online store as a business, you'll have trouble leveraging the competition. There are 1.3 million e-commerce websites in the US alone in 2021. So, if you wish to become one of those who can sell online and scale on the market, let's figure out how to do it with maximum cost efficiency. E-commerce website, what is it? Before we dive deep into the details, let's figure out what the e-commerce website is at its core. E-commerce stands for electronic commerce and refers to any sales transactions done online. Any online store usually has the same structure and follows the same rules. This is why, if you look closely, you'll see enough similarities in most popular marketplaces. They all have a catalog, a cart, and a big variety of payment options. Each e-commerce website tries to provide users with goods and services for a reasonable cost to ensure its further growth and development. But since most online shops look a lot like one another and there are a lot of them in the world, the competition is high enough. However, e-commerce remains one of the most proficient business domains in 2021. As an industry, e-commerce experienced high development over the pandemic. More than half of consumers aren't willing to risk their health for shopping in crowded spaces, and a third of them are planning to go offline shopping only after they get a vaccine. E-commerce sales are growing each year. In retail alone, the revenue is projected to reach $5.4 trillion in 2022. So, while the competition is high, learn how to outturn the competitors in spending less and getting more from e-commerce website development. Top factors that influence e-commerce website development cost. There are many factors that regulate the price of an e-commerce website development. With the following factors we list in this video, you'll be able to construct an average cost for it. First factor, the developer's rates. The first thing you need to consider is how large your website is and how much time the developers will have to spend working on it. Since most of the developers have hourly rates, you need to evaluate how many hours each specialist will be spending on your website development and how much is it going to cost you. Let's take a look at some numbers. An average developer's rate is around $120 per hour. Companies or individuals experts with these rates usually have proven experience and a portfolio that consists of similar projects. They can keep up with the deadlines and you can check their work on various resources. High developer's rate is $120–180 per hour. These are the rates of big companies who don't work with small companies or short-time projects. It's not affordable for everyone, but companies with these rates often offer custom innovative tech or other technological solutions. Low developers' rates vary from $5 to $25 per hour. Usually, these rates are set by small companies that have a small portfolio and try to earn experience and validation on the market. The variety from the lowest to the highest digit in e-commerce website development cost is also defined by the provider's location and the software complexity. It'll cost you more to engage more designers in the website development or to perform additional tests on several components. Second factor, the software provider's location. Your provider's developers will more likely have high rates if they are located in the US or Europe countries like Germany. You might find lower rates in India, Poland, and Ukraine. These countries have companies you can rely on and qualified specialists to whom you can hand over your e-commerce website development without having to worry about the cost. However, you should be extra attentive if you are going to work with offshore companies. Pay attention to their portfolio and customer testimonials. Make sure they have experience in your business domain. Also, we advise you to pay extra attention to the engagement models they use and choose the best one. Third factor, Outsource versus outstaff. Outsource and outstaff have different benefits and are different in terms of cost effectiveness. Outstaff allows you to hire experts from your provider for e-commerce website development. This has a number of pros and allows you to be more flexible. The other pros are: you can manage your e-commerce website development and cost by working with more and fewer specialists when needed. You decide who is in your team and how many hours they work. You can cooperate with several companies and different specialists from a wide variety of places. It gives you an opportunity to choose the best people to work with on your e-commerce website. You manage the development and have complete control over the cost of it. In terms of cons, you get a lot of responsibility with this method. Management is one of the most important things in software development, so choose this method only if you are sure you can manage it. Outsource allows you to hand over the e-commerce website development partially or entirely to the software development company. They are responsible for the management and other issues associated with the e-commerce website development process. The pros of outsourcing are: you don't have to worry about the management and term qualifications. You can set deadlines and don't worry about your team going through another milestone. Outsourcing companies have PMs and other managers on their own. In some cases, you can get post-release support and maintenance. Your team alignment is perfect since they all are working at the same place on site and have the same view of your project. The cons of outsourcing are the lack of control compared to outstaffing. However, the development is in the hands of professionals and there are nothing to worry about. The only thing you should watch out for is going over your own budget. Fourth factor: the size of the software. The bigger your e-commerce website is, the more time is needed for its development and the more it will cost. If you need to implement third-party services, you might have to pay a subscription fee or other additional costs for it. Innovative solutions like AI or AR implementation will also affect the pricing for e-commerce website development. Take into account all the nuances and implement only the most needed features. Don't work with companies that are trying to convince you to buy extra services without providing you with research. Implement only what you are sure will improve the quality of the e-commerce website and listen to your development partner. Custom e-commerce website development costs. Custom e-commerce website development is one of the most proficient ways to get effective software that will help your company grow. Custom software is more beneficial since it's unique and gives you a competitive advantage from the start. You know what affects the prices, but it's time we calculate the actual cost of e-commerce website development. If you are getting a fully unique solution without any third-party services implemented, you'll need a few development steps to create it. Design. The design of an e-commerce website must be attractive and catch users' attention. To create it, you'll need approximately from $2,000 to $8,000. Front end. This is the interface of an e-commerce website. Its creation will cost you from $3,000 to $10,000. Backend. The backbone of the e-commerce website. To make it, be prepared to spare from $5,000 to $20,000. Testing. The thing that can ensure the stability of the e-commerce website. Website testing expenses might vary from $2,000 to $5,000. Not to mention the additional services like the domain name or hosting. They aren't as expensive. For example, for hosting, you'll have to pay only around $100 a year. And the domain will cost you from $8 a year, but they must be a part of your budget. And as for marketing, it also has additional costs you need to consider. So, overall, the e-commerce website development will cost you around $43,000+, additional expenses, minimum $108 a year. However, custom software has a good return of investment rate and always pay off in a relatively short time. Ready-made e-commerce website development costs. A ready-made e-commerce website is a more budget-friendly option than custom development. However, the lower cost is not the only thing these solutions have. If you decide that you want to try a ready-made e-commerce website first, let's take a look at the most popular of them and their cost. WordPress. WordPress is the world's most famous solution for sites on the web. They have a subscription fee and 4 plans for websites of all kinds. WordPress also allows you to build a website for free, but it won't be well suited for e-commerce. Personal plan. WordPress claims it to be the best for personal use. It allows you to collect payments and costs $4 per month if you pay annually and $7 if you wish to pay monthly. Premium plan best for freelancers. This plan is the most popular. It allows uploading video, has Google Analytics integration, live chat, and the option to collect payments and add revenue as well. It costs $8 per month if billed annually and $14 per month if billed monthly. Business plan. Best suitable for small businesses. Aside from all the functions Premium has, this plan also gives access to WordPress plugins, advanced SEO tools, automated backup, and database access. It costs $25 per month if billed annually or $33 per month if billed monthly. E-commerce plan, the one of online stores. Aside from functions provided in the business plan, the e-commerce plan gives the opportunity to accept payments in 60+ countries, integrate with the top shipping carriers, and offer premium design options. It costs $59 per month. WordPress also gives you a free domain for 1 year if you choose to pay annually. However, the business and e-commerce plans are the only one that suit the e-commerce website. And overall, this solution will cost you around $300–700 annually. It is much cheaper than a custom solution, but compared to it, it gives fewer benefits and customization. Shopify, also one of the most popular solutions, but created exclusively for online shops. Building a store here is a little more expensive. Shopify had 3 plans for e-commerce websites with different costs. Basic Shopify for new e-commerce business, and in personal sales, its cost is $29 per month. Shopify for growing e-commerce businesses. This plan costs $79 per month. Advanced Shopify for big e-commerce businesses with advanced reporting needs costs $299 per month. So, overall, the Shopify e-commerce website will cost you from $348 to $3,588 per year plus additional expenses. Wix. For e-commerce websites, Wix has 3 options. $17 per month for business basic plan suitable for small businesses, $25 per month for businesses unlimited, which is created for growing businesses, $35 per month for businesses VIP that gives access to all Wix features plus priority customer care. So, for $420 per year, you will get an e-commerce website from Wix. Unfortunately, even the most popular and interesting ready-made e-commerce website won't give you the same reach to the audience. If you are looking for a more budget-friendly solution and can't afford the solution e-commerce development yet, let's talk about how you can cut costs a little. How to lower e-commerce website development cost. There are several ways of making the custom e-commerce website development more cost-effective, and we will look at the most interesting of them. Different engagement models. You can hire developers until they finish a project, or you can hire them to work for you part-time. If you choose the outstaffing model, this should be a perfect solution for you. This way you can control the budget and manage the cost for e-commerce website development, since you control how much the developers work on it. Launch MVP and continue after you earn. Launch MVP on the market and continue later on after your e-commerce website has made you some profits. This way you won't end up with an empty wallet, but still will have a decent solution with custom characteristics that you can improve in the future. Choose the correct payment model. There are different payment models, but if you have an extremely strict budget, you could go with the fixed price cooperation model. You and the development company agree on e-commerce website development costs, and they can charge you more if you don't agree on it. This way, you know for sure how much it is going to cost you. Work with offshore companies. Companies from Eastern Europe, like for example Ukraine, usually have lower hourly rates for the same quality and amount of work. You can order a custom e-commerce website development from there and pay less, but get even more in some cases. And the quality remains the same, since lots of famous companies like Grammarly have Ukrainian roots. So overall, it's important to know that the e-commerce website development, as any custom software creation, is pricey. However, the investment in software is always a risk, and if you're ready for your risk to pay off, you should take it. We don't advise you to buy a custom e-commerce website if you are having doubts about it. There are plenty of ways to check if your business is going to leverage the competition. But if you don't want to see how you can change the word and want to actually start changing it already, we at Rexsoft would be more than happy to help. If there's anything we know how to do, that is custom software development. So let's unite your brilliant ideas and our top-notch skills in development to create the most user-friendly, fast and responsive e-commerce website together. Hope this video was useful and interesting for you. Follow our YouTube channel and see you in the next videos. Bye-bye.